the column A, that is called variable. So we have subject, we have age, we have gender. Again, gender is a categorical variable. So we assign number 1 to male, and then we assign a coding number 0 to female. Next, we have this scale. We call that life satisfaction. From 1 to 5, it's a 5-point scale from 1 to 5. So you could rate by yourself. In most ways, my life is close to my ideal. No, not at all. True. Condition of my life, I ask you, no. Why? I'm satisfied with my life. No, why? So at the center, you can rate yourself. The second one is called gratitude scale. Okay, so again, I have so much in life to be thankful. 3. If I had to list everything that I feel grateful for 4, then it would be a very long list. Yes. 4. When I look at the world, I don't see much to be grateful for. Okay, so let's compare this one versus this one. If we read the statement, you'll find that this one is a positive statement or a negative statement. This one is positive or negative statement. Positive, right? This one is positive statement or negative statement. Negative. So ideally, if you rate 5 here, you should rate what here? 1, right? Totally opposite, because the G1 is positive, G3 is negative. So if you rate a higher score for G1, ideally, if you open your eyes, you should rate lower score for G3. Okay? So this is called code book. In the code book, we have our variable names. We have this different statement. We have the scaling. Okay. We know this is a 5-point scale. And then we have this. We call this data matrix. So you could see there are so many people here. For each column, we call that is a variable. Okay, let me say that again for column. This is a column. For each column, we call that is the variable. So this is a variable subject, this is a variable age, this is a variable gender. For each row, that is a person. Okay, so this is the first person, this is the second person, this is the third one. Okay, this is how we make a data matrix before we import our data sets into SPSS. So how many people do we have? Okay, we have probably 163. Okay. Now, how to next import data to SPSS. So, where is that? Click this. It's in Chinese version. I don't know how to use Chinese version, so we have to switch that into English version. So for international student, it's in Chinese. So please pay attention, memorize the procedure. You need to know how to switch that to English version. But if you forget how to do that, you will ask our classmates who knows how to read in Chinese. Close this window. Select the second one. Okay, for international student, okay, second one, click. Go to the next one, action, click. 1, 2. The second one is language. Click second one. 1 and 2. Ignore that. Click. Always select the first one. First one is English. That is in an international language. Okay. Again, select the first one. And then down to CA. This is called apply. Click. This is called OK. Click. This is called OK. Click. So you will see all the functions transferred to English. Right? Next, import our data to SPSS. Click File, Open Data. Where did I put my Excel file? Okay, I put my file on the desktop. Wow. What a minute, Professor. I didn't see anything here because files of type is SPSS. Our file is in Excel format, okay, so you need to change that. And then see, click this one, click open. We have two worksheets, right? We have two sheets. If you select the second one, that refers to a variable name, so we want the first one. And you don't need to change any setting or kind of like this. Read the variable names from first row of data. I already did that, so you need to change anything. But when you make your code book, don't forget to do like the same way. So it's easier for you to import. When you want to import your data set into SPSS, click OK. Now we have a subject. Okay, it's a scale, continuous variable, age, gender, nominal. From the scale, they are continuous variable. So we have to change that. So how to change that? You could do that one by one, or you could just copy and paste. Control C, Control V. Beautiful. Now let's look at the next one. Descriptive statistics. Before we start to analyze data sets, we have some preparations to do. The first one is to check the scaling. What is the scaling? I understand that in the code book, it's a 5-point scale from 1 to 5. But sometimes we may see a 7-point scale, 1 to 7, or a 10-point scale, 1 to 10. So we need to double check that. Okay. Analyze. Descriptive. Okay, I want to check if all of those are 5-point scale. Okay, with this, I know sample size. I have 163 people. Minimum number 1. Okay, sometimes 2. Is it professor? Is it 2 to 5-point scale? No, it means no one select 1. Okay, so ideally, they are the 2 scale. They are all a 5-point scale. From 1 to 5, we have the mean score. We have the standard deviation. Check 5-point scale from 1 to 5. Next, we need to check if we have any negative items or statement. How to do that? We use correlation analysis. Okay, for the first scale, like satisfaction, analyze, correlate by variance. LS1 to LS5. Click OK. We know, we always assume that the first item is the positive item. Alright, so now let's look at this column. Positive, 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 positive. So what does this mean? It means they are all positive items. Is that clear? Good. Let's check the second scale. correlate by variance sets. G1 to G6. Let's assume that G1 is positive. G1 positive. Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Okay, so you have to mark G3. Okay. G4, G5, G6. Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Excuse me, do you have any friends? Okay, so now we know that we have two negative items, right? So you can take note that is G3 and G6. Okay, so we already identified two negative items. Let's go to the question. First question is, we want to calculate the mean score for LS1 to LS3, which means we have LS1, LS2, and LS3, the three variables. I want to calculate the average score, okay, for the three variables. So now we use the function compute. There are two ways to calculate the average scores. Okay. The first one is to use the algorithm. The second one is to use the function. I'll demonstrate the algorithm first, and then I'll demonstrate the function. They are all positive, so now I want to get the mean score from LS1 to LS3. Transform, compute, target variable. Okay, so I want to generate another new variable, and the new variable represent the mean score for LS1 to LS3. Let's type E. You cannot use dash because in SPSS default it's not allowed you to use that. Use score. Okay. LS1 3. So when I see that, I know it's represent the mean score for LS1 3. Traditional way we could use algorithm. Okay, easy. LS1 plus LS2 plus LS3. This is the mean score. No, we have three variables, so we have to divide it by 3. Okay. So you will see we have a new variable here, right? This is the first way we could calculate the mean score. The second way is to use the function. Again, I want to name my variable. But if I use the same variable name, this one will cover this one we just got. So I need to give another new name. Okay, so I just so it's represent. I use the second way to calculate the mean score. But ideally they should be the same because it's just different way. Use function. Mean function. LS1, LS2, LS3. Click OK. So we could get two variables. Okay. They are all representing the mean score for LS1 to LS2. Now we check that. Analyze descriptive. The last two. Check. See, sample size 163. Minimum 1, maximum 5. Mean score, okay, 2.97. Don't forget, we always round to last decimals. We round to last 2 decimals. Alright, so if you see this, you should put 1.39. Why? Because this one is 5. Alright, so if you see the number is greater than 5, we add 1 to here. But if you see the number is smaller than 4, you just put 1.38. So now the answer is 2.97. 2.97. Great. We finished the first one. Second one, gratitude. Again, we check that we know there is a negative item, but let's just check that again. Negative items, right? Okay. We have a positive item, we have negative item. Here is the problem we have to solve. If we have a positive item, we have negative item, we don't do anything, we calculate the mean, it becomes 0. That is not the right way to do. We have to change this from negative to positive. So it will become positive 1. So the mean will be 1. Okay? Now it's the 5-point scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? We have to change that from negative to positive. So 1 will be 5. 2 will be 4. 3 will be 3. 4 will be 2. 5 will be 1. This is what I want, right? But now here is the issue. How could I get the right number? We do this. Now please tell me. 6 minus 1 is 6 minus 2 is. Okay, so with this strategy, you could totally reverse the scores from negative to positive. Is that clear? This is very important because if you don't reverse that, you actually calculate the negative and positive items together and you will get the wrong numbers. You need to make sure that all the items, they are positive direction. So you need to reverse the direction. That is the reason we have to identify negative items first. Now we know G3 is a negative item and it's 5-point scale. So let's just reverse that. Transform. Computes. The name I want to assign and remind myself is a reverse item. Let's just call it G3. G3 is a reverse item. Okay, I use a 6 minus G3. Click OK. So I should have a new one. It's not normal, it's a scale. So I just change it. Alright, so I have this new item. Let's double check. We use correlation to check that. Ideally, it should be perfect negative 1 for the coefficient. Perfect negative 1. So if you do not get negative 1, it means you do this in the wrong way. So you have to double check that. Okay? Question. Mean G1 3 scores from G1 to G3. Okay. So let's do that again. Compute. is the mean score for G1 to G3. Again, G1 plus G2 plus not G3, okay? G3 reverse divided by G3. Okay, I have this value. I want to try that again. I want to use the function Professor just mentioned. That is called mean function. So I could do that again. Okay, this time I add a label. This is different. But ideally, this is a second way to calculate the mean score. G1, G2, not G3. G3 reverse. Click OK. So we have two variables. So we use different ways to calculate the mean score, but ideally they should be the same. So let's double check. See, they are the same. So what is the number? 4.0, not 04, 05. Okay, we run to the last two decimals. 4.05. 4.05. Finish. Next, please calculate the mean G1 free score for each cell. So we have this. Now, this question is, we have to separate our sample into two conditions. The first condition is for male. The second condition is for female. Alright, so we have male, we have a female, right? Do you still remember the coding? Male is 1, female is 0. Okay. So we have two ways to do that. The first one is called recall into a new let's call this one. This should be the next one. We use select cases, cases selection select cases. So male is 1. So okay, here data select cases. Now we select all cases, but we want to select a male. So if a condition is satisfied, if age, actually gender equals to 1, okay, that is for male, right? Okay, and then we do that again. 4.0 what? 06. 4.06 for female. Again, they are select cases. That is 0. Continue. Okay. Analyze. 4.0 what? This is the first way we could get the numbers if we have two conditions, or we could have three conditions from the sample, right? So let's check that. Please tell me what is the total sample size? 163, right? For male, how many people do we have? 80. For female, how many people do we have? 83. So if you put them together, the total number should be 163. Okay, this is the first way we could get the numbers. The second way is, okay, now we only select a female. We want to use all cases, analyze all data sets. We have another function that is called split files, we could directly split file as we want. So the function is here again, data split file. Which variable we want to split? We want to split by the variable gender. Okay? Organize group output. So organize outputs by groups. Okay, based on gender. Okay. And then we click analyze again. We calculate the mean score. 0, male or female? Female. So what is the number? 4.04. 4.04. 1, that is male or female? What is the number? 4.06. 4.06, right? So with this way, you could get the numbers at one time. But if you use the select cases, you need to do that one by one. But which function is better? It depends on the situation. Sometimes I use select cases, but sometimes I use a split file. Okay. After we finish that, okay, I analyze all cases. Okay. Next question. I want to separate this sample size based on the variable age, but not age. Age, if age is smaller than 25 years old, this is condition 1. If age is greater than 25, okay, not cover 25, okay. And then that is my second condition or second group. Okay, so with this variable, do we have any variable that is called age condition? No. So we need to generate that by ourselves. We use this function, recall into a new variable. Data. Change one, sorry. Recall into different variables. Click. Which one I want to recall? Age. I want to assign a new variable name. So I call that age. Age condition. Age condition, because I have two conditions. Condition 1 is the age is smaller than 25, and another condition is greater than 25 from 26. So I click change, and then I click this value. I want to change that. So from H1 to H25. From H1 to H25, I want to assign a new value. Okay, so I just assign 1. It's easier for me to remember. And then for others, okay, greater than 25, but not cover 25. So from 26. Okay. 26 to 99. This is will be possible. It's possible. Some people they are healthier. I assign a number 2. Or you could put 0, it's fine. Okay, you just need to assign different numbers. Okay, so I have this condition 1, condition 2. Condition 1 represent people, okay, who are from their age smaller than 25. And for condition 2, their age are greater than 25. Okay, start from 26 to 99. Continue. Okay. So I have a new variable. Okay, see, this is nominal, just like gender. Next, I could do the same thing. I have select cases, I have split file. So let's start with the select cases. Press list. Okay, this is my age condition. Condition 1 means for 4.11. For condition 2, data, select cases. I want to change that, not condition 0, condition 2. Continue, okay. Analyze. Wait a minute, 3.92. We got the answers by using the function select cases. But now we know we have another function called split file. Okay, so we cancel those all cases. Let's try split file. Ideally, we should get the numbers as one time, two numbers as one time. Data. Split file. Sorry. Organize our group by groups, not by gender. I want to group this by age condition. Okay. Analyze. Check. Condition 1 means for 4.11. Correct. Condition 2, 3.92. Correct. So I introduced two functions. The first one you could select, you could use case selection, select cases, or you could use the split files. Okay, they are the same. And in terms of calculating mean score, you could use the algorithm or you could use the main function. Okay, but if you want to generate another new variable, you should use the function recall into new variable. So far, any questions? This is my demonstration. This is your exercise. Demonstration, exercise. Demonstration, exercise. Ideally, if you follow my path, you know my demonstration. You should know how to do the exercise because they are almost the same. See?